Alright guys, better late than never. I'm making this unboxing video now. Light on the unboxing because I already actually unboxed it. I've been playing this game for several days now. But I did order the Gold Edition Steelbook of Far Cry 6, as you guys can see, for the Xbox Series X. I still am just using the Xbox One X, so there is that. But I figured, since in the past, if you guys checked it out, I made an unboxing video for the Gold Steelbook of Far Cry 5. I think this came out in 2018, been quite a while. So, yeah, I like to do unboxings in general, but especially when I get cool steelbooks or limited editions or collector's editions or whatever, I'll particularly want to do a unboxing at that point. So yeah, without further ado, I will kind of show you guys what comes in this. So as you can see, Far Cry 6 is a little bit different than Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 was set in Montana. You were fighting a religious cult. This one is actually a little bit more traditional as far as Far Cry games go. I would compare it to be more of a mix of Far Cry 2 and probably Far Cry 3 from what I played. And maybe the villain is a little bit more like Far Cry 4 in the fact that he is a dictator of the country Yara, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, Yara right there. So it's this huge landmass. One of the criticisms that I've been seeing a lot of people make, and rightfully so, is that they've been calling this game Just Cry 6. You know, if you guys have played the Just Cause games, those games are basically that's like the point of those games, is you're in a tropical setting and you're overthrowing a dictator in like every single game. So I definitely can see the parallels there. However, in my opinion, Far Cry has always been about this kind of stuff, and to see it back in a tropical setting is pretty cool. Some of the characters are pretty cringe in this game. There's like a lot of woke crap in this as far as the main characters go. You know, because it's 2021, guys, we got to check all the boxes for, you know, genders, races, all that stuff. So there's a lot of that, like I'd call it like forced diversity, I guess, or just characters that have certain attitudes that are like, I just don't think they would make a game like this 10 years ago as far as the story goes. But the good news is this villain, I always forget how I say his name, Giancarlo Esposito. If you guys have watched Breaking Bad, he plays Gus, the guy that runs the chicken restaurant with the meth lab under it. So he's always been a great actor. Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows of all time, and he was one of the best villains in that show. So I'm really glad they got someone of his caliber. That's something cool about Far Cry games, is they seem to be getting actors now to play these villains. They did it with Far Cry 5 as well. And it's pretty cool to see these villains take on like almost like a cinematic role in and of themselves. And games in general are heading in this direction, which is really cool. So anyway, like I said, the game, it's pretty fantastic. As far as a Far Cry game goes, it's nothing new or different. So basically, if you like Far Cry, you're going to like this game. But if you don't like Far Cry, you probably won't like this game. So that's what I have to say about it. But anyway, we'll get right into the unboxing now. So as you guys can see, it's a cardboard sleeve this time. It's not like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where it was like a plastic sleeve. But it says, "Paradise Has a Price," starring award-winning actor Giancarlo Esposito as Yara's dictator, Anton Castillo. Become a modern guerrilla and liberate Yara. And then there's these like screens. And it says Gold Edition includes Season Pass, 3 DLC episodes, and more. So yeah, pretty cool. Always they come with the Season Pass. That's one of the biggest reasons why I get these versions, because if I really like the game and I'm going to buy it, you know, I'm probably going to buy the Season Pass eventually anyway, so I just get it as is. So anyway, like I said, there's the sleeve, standard cardboard. And so here is the Steelbook. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that says Anthony Castillo. I was thinking, did the actor like actually sign this? No, it doesn't look like that's a Sharpie. It looks like that's part of the game art, but that's still pretty cool. Like it's supposed to look like a portrait of him. You know, it is a dictator, so there's lots of like communist references in this game. So, you know, everybody's like worshiping him Stalin style. So you'll actually this picture of him you see a lot in the game when you go into like buildings and stuff. And on the back, you have his son, which his son is like, he's trying to train him up to be like the next dictator. I'm not far enough in the story yet to know what will happen, but yeah, he's another key character. So pretty cool the way they did that. They put them both side by side. And then as you guys can see, the sidebar, Far Cry 6. So yeah, pretty cool Steelbook. To compare it to Far Cry 5's. Far Cry 5, if you guys remember, had kind of a similar thing. Since it was like church and religion, it was like stained glass. So this also was pretty cool the way that they did that one. So yeah, the Far Cry Steelbooks, I think they're pretty cool. I don't think they ever did one for Far Cry 4, but yeah, I think from now on I'm going to be buying these Steelbooks for Far Cry games, because now I just feel like the collection is started, guys. I got to continue it. So anyway, this one, you know, again, no manual, really annoying. Like I've ranted in all my unboxing videos. I hate that they don't put some kind of manual in there anymore because it looks stupid, but it is what it is. So here's the season pass. The code is on the back. However, I did already redeem it, so the code would be right there. I already redeemed the code, so I don't know why I'm really covering it up, but just figured I don't want to waste you guys' time. Maybe if I showed it, you'd still try, and no point. So yeah, this is the card it comes with to give you the season pass, and the season pass in this game, I forgot to mention, it looks really cool. So as you can see, it has the past 3 villains. That's Voss from Far Cry 3, Pagan Min from Far Cry 4, and Father Joseph, I think was his name, in Far Cry 5. So it's really cool that it's basically saying the 3 episodes are, you play as them. So the first episode will be Voss, then it'll be Min, and then it will be Joseph Seed. And you get to like play as them. I don't know what the DLC is going to be, but it's cool. And then this is also another really cool reason to get the season pass, guys. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon Classic Edition. I don't know if you guys ever played Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon back in the day. It was like around the Xbox 360 era, PS3 era. That is probably one of the best Far Cry games ever made. Like, not even kidding. It's a spin-off similar to Far Cry Primal or New Dawn or something like that. But it is amazing, especially if you love the 80s. So the fact that that was part of it as well, included. I think Far Cry 5 gave you Far Cry 3 Classic for free. So really cool that they did this. Hopefully maybe in Far Cry 7 they will do a remaster of Far Cry 2. One of my, probably my second favorite Far Cry game, actually, Far Cry 2. So yeah, I really like what Ubisoft's doing. I think, I can't remember if it was Odyssey or Valhalla, but they also did that with one of those games. I think it was Odyssey. If you bought the season pass, you got the remaster of Assassin's Creed 3 for free. So I like that Ubisoft is doing that. They're remastering games, and then they're like, you can buy them if you didn't buy the season pass, but they're like giving them away to people that did buy the season pass. So really cool incentive. Oh, I showed the code there, so try if you want to, guys. And then, of course, it just comes with this standard seizure warning thing. So yeah, like I said, no manual, just 2 inserts. And then the disc, obviously. We'll take a good look at this. So the disc is pretty cool. I do like the color contrast, the red and the green. Looks pretty cool. So pretty standard disc, but doesn't look bad. And then this is the inner box art of the Steelbook. So it's actually looks like it's that same piece of art right there on the back of the cover, just blown up. And yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, I really like these these steelbooks. And if you guys are wondering, so I bought this day one. This thing retailed for $109. I think I bought it from GameStop, so I don't know if that matters. Normally I buy from Amazon, but Amazon was being stupid this time, and they basically said like I wouldn't get it for like 3 days after the game came out, and so I quickly switched over to GameStop, and they were able to send it to me on the day that it came out. So I don't know if that matters. I don't know if GameStop was giving out anything exclusive, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like this was the standard version, but yeah. Yeah, so I think if you guys want to buy this, it's a typical steelbook price. I think it was about $109 before tax. There is another edition, actually. I can't remember what it's called. It has a Molotov cocktail on the cover. But that one was like $119.20, and it just came with like 3 extra outfits, so that's why I didn't get it. Which is kind of stupid because, let me look here. This is Far Cry 5 sleeve. Yeah, Far Cry 5, like if you see this, they gave you all that stuff. And this was just the standard gold edition. So Ubisoft is getting a little greedy. I mean, you've seen their cash shops. They're getting a little ridiculous with their... Every game has its own currency now, it seems. This one is Far Cry coins, so you can buy more guns and basically cheat and then get some, like, outfits. So I don't like that. But yeah, this game, it seems that, like I said, this is the standard, so it just gives you the season pass. But if you got the other edition, you would get some more outfits. But I don't really care about that either. Another thing in the season pass, it didn't say it, but you do get some Far Cry Blood Dragon themed outfits. I already got those. You get like a dog, like a metal chrome dog pet. You get the entire outfit. I forget his name. The main character you play in Blood Dragon. And then you get a sniper rifle, and you get that auto pistol that's been in like every Far Cry game now since like Far Cry 4. So yeah, that's another thing forgot to mention. Doesn't really show it on the season pass, but you get that as well. So anyway, guys, that is the unboxing. Far Cry 6. I'm gonna delve into it a little more this weekend. I worked all weekend, so now I've got some days off again. Probably gonna delve in more. But yeah, it's a fun game, guys. If you like Far Cry, like I'm a die-hard Far Cry fan. Like I said, I've been playing since 2. I didn't really like Far Cry 1. That's probably just because I never played it when it originally came out. It was a little dated for me, but boy, when Far Cry 2 came out, 2008, that was one of the most lit years for gaming. We had like Fable 2 that year, Fallout 3, and then Far Cry 2. Woo! Yeah, so that's when I got into it, and yeah, I've been a Far Cry fan ever since. Far Cry 3 still is probably one of the greatest games ever made. I mean, it's up there. It came that came out like a year after Skyrim, so that was also a good time for gaming. So it's continuing the tradition, guys. If you liked 4, if you liked 5, you're gonna like 6. So that's all I gotta say, guys. Comment down below what you guys think about the games, and then as always, YouTube is trash. So if you guys want to follow me on Odyssey, I will leave a link for that in the description. And then also I have a link for the Odyssey channel in my YouTube banner. So I'm going to be plugging that every video because YouTube is trash. I'm tired of the censorship. I'm tired of watching what I say, right? Because some random algorithm might deem me unworthy. So I'm moving over to other platforms. New tech, I like to call it. So yeah, guys, check it out if you want. And as always, thank you so much for supporting. Anyone new to the channel, thank you for watching. You can go ahead and consider subscribing as well if you would like. But with that said, guys, I will talk to you all later.